YouTube, what it do? You guys seem to be enjoying it, so obviously, why would I stop something that you guys seem to be responding well to, right? Today is Justin back. We're gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna try to be more concise than I was last time. So for the most part, we're doing Smith, right? I can't tell if there's an echo, but if let me know if you guys can tell or not, or maybe I'm just going crazy. Anyway, it's funny. You guys are gonna see it in one of these videos eventually. I ended up hurting myself doing Smith machine squats, and you think it's crazy, but it's not really natural. But at the same time, like your spine does kind of like, I don't want to say it decompresses, but your spine isn't like, it's like elongated in a certain way that isn't natural when you're barbell squatting. An old friend of mine told me about it, so one thing about me, I don't like my training to get repetitive, which is why I tried it in the first place. And it maybe it's my fault. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's just the Smith itself, because I've done Smith before with no ramifications, but it might just be a coincidence. Anyway, Smith machine. The Smith is a honestly easily one of the best machines to use, which is why you always see someone hogging it. Or like one, I remember there was one time I asked someone how many sets they have left on the machine. He told me 16. I just looked at him and I walked away. Because if you have 16 sets on the machine, you honestly you better look great afterwards. You know, keeping it simple. We're doing some pull ups, nothing crazy. Honestly, I think maybe I go too fast. At least that's what others tell me when they like watch me do pull ups and whatnot. But it's something I want to work on. I'm also making a challenge for myself. I was supposed to do pull ups like every day or something like that, but rest is a real thing. I do feel like my pull ups have been getting better though for the most part. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like I think nearly in every video I'm wearing black just because it's part of the uniform and whatnot. But black's a good color and it goes with nearly everything. So why wouldn't I? But I don't know that bar is just it's not so easy to use. Like it's kind of like gripping it is like it gets uncomfortable after a while. I'm complaining, but well, am I really? I don't think I'm complaining. Long story short, if you don't do pull-ups, if you don't use the Smith, you don't really want it bad enough. Honestly, another thing I also need to start doing more often is core. I've been like kind of slacking on my core gameplay for a minute. I don't know. I haven't done as much as I'd like, honestly, and that's completely on me. Run dips. Another great staple. If you get tired of ever doing like regular dips on like a Roman chair or like any type of like surface, this is a great alternative. One thing I don't like though, if I do end up going too low, it does end up hurting my shoulder. But typically gymnasts go all the way down to get that complete stretch. But it's like completely dependent on the person, honestly, of like how you want to do a certain movement in a sense. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. If you know how to use rings and you haven't done it before, you should. Honestly, rings are great, especially for pull-ups. Like ring pull-ups, I've never done them, but I've seen people do them, and I just ring pull-ups are honestly rings are just a great utility within itself. Like especially because like people underestimate how hard bodyweight workouts typically are. Like imagine doing like 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 dips. That's a workout within itself. You wouldn't have to do anything else. Granted, that's like calisthenics space, but you could also do like some. I mean, the only thing is when it comes to calisthenics, it's probably legs. There's options though. You have squats, you have pistol squats, you have lunges, you have a bunch of stuff. The point being, like rungs are great, and if you guys haven't used them, you definitely should. This one we're doing some dumbbell rows. I This was a weird angle. Now that I'm looking back on it, I did it anyway, just cause like, why not, right? But yeah, that was kind of a weird angle. When I'm really, you see, this is a better angle. You guys can actually. I think I'm going too fast. As I like to say in all these videos, it's good to watch how you do something, so you know whether you should go slower or faster, or you should just chill out in general. Because like the whole point is you want to go up, you want to feel it, you want to squeeze for a second, and then you want to go back down. That's the whole point of the movement, at least in my eyes. Maybe people disagree, or the science-based community might attack me and be like, "Oh, you're not using the length and partial, blah blah blah." I'm joking. That's a joke. my point is, what is my point? I don't even know, honestly. But the whole thing is, you want to when you want to try something, it's never a bad thing to get criticism for it. Like I'm critiquing my form itself. Like I feel like my form could be a little bit smoother. It's not horrible, but of course, just like anything in life, it could be a lot better, you know? Like, and that doesn't even have to go for the gym. That can go for anything. Like how much money you make, how much sleep you get, how nice you are to people, like just anything. You see how like the gym can relate to everything. So if you guys honestly don't work out, it's like a disservice to yourself, completely entirely. Because the gym, the amount of analogies I could use regarding the gym is just impeccable. Honestly, was I deadlifting? I was deadlifting. Oh, now I remember. I honestly okay. So today I might just say upper body lower split. Normally I do deadlifting on Fridays. Why did I deadlift today? Can't remember. Generally can't remember. 495 doesn't feel too bad nowadays though. Like 495 is completely like it's a lot much easier to do. It's a lot easier. I think now I remember. I think I was gonna call it chaotic upper body. Oh, I didn't hit it. Wow, that sucks. No, I'm fairly certain I did. I'm fairly certain I did. Why didn't I? Okay, whatever. I didn't have my grips. That's not an excuse, but yeah, I didn't really have my grips. What is this? That's four. It's 490. That's 405. It's 405. But yeah, I didn't have my grips. Granted, I also do want to get to the point where I'm able to do like at least 500 with just with my bare hands. I tried chalk. Didn't like how chalk felt. That's just my opinion on it. But yeah, I salute the people who are able to use chalk. Maybe I use some insufferable chalk, but yeah, I didn't really like it. This is my first time trying sumo. I think I could get really good at it. My form's probably shaky, but I'm just doing it based off what I've seen other people do and how they do like sumo in a sense. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know if you guys liked and want more. Have a good day, guys.